Hey everyone, it's the Red Bandit here, and today I'm going to make a new introduction about the NSB Editor Suite, the online toolkit for your CSR2 game to modify and to add cars. As you can see, the website has been changed. We've been busy on this project for about a year now. Lots of things have added in the past year, and we felt it was necessary to start making some new and updated videos. So here goes. For those of you that don't know the website yet, the link is nsbeditorsuite.dk. And when you land on this page, you land on the front page. Um, you can go here and select um, create a profile. So you can create your own sign in. You confirm it, and then you have access to the page. If you want to use the website to actually modify your game, you will need to get a subscription. You can get a 24-hour subscription for only $5, a 1 month subscription for $15, and a 3 month subscription for $35. And believe me, it is well worth it. Now, let's get on with the introduction to the website itself, to the toolkit. What can you do, and why would you use the NSB Editor Suite instead of tinkering around with Notepad++? Well, just a short introduction there. What I've done is I've already preloaded my test account NSB file. Um, so when you load your NSB file with the load NSB button, it starts on this page. And as you can see here, there's lots of currencies you can add. You can adjust the rank. We've made it so that it won't when you get to rank 50, it'll start showing a slider here. So basically level to 50 first or do it manually. Now, what you can do if you are well used in the modding scene and you are using Notepad++ or similar programs to modify your NSB file, you can click here. You can switch the editor view and you still have the familiar view um, that you would have when you modify in Notepad++. But that is, for now, that's not necessary. We're going to easily, um, in future tutorials or in soon upcoming tutorials, I'll show you some actual modding process. On this page, you can also load a JSON file. So if you did modify your Notepad++ file as a text file, you can load that in as well. It'll load it, it'll show it, and you can export it to a proper NSB file. So you won't need CSR Packer anymore. So you can import and export both as JSON files. You can import and export the packed NSB files with for Android users. If you are you aware of the process, you need to clean your 8ED file, remove the or empty the CRCs. This button will do just that. It will let you load the file. It will automatically clean it and push it back to wherever it came from. The unban button, it's for, well, slightly advanced. We'll get to that at a later tutorial. For iOS users, you can see the sync to SCB. I don't have an SCB file loaded right now, so it stays grayed out. If we click to the SCB, you can load your SCB file, and whatever you mod here as finances or in the legends, which is also in the SCB file, you modify those, you click sync to SCB, and they will be the same. So that will stop causing any sync loop issues. Next, let's see the TRB. It has a TRB engine. You can create your own TRB files. Just select the amount you need, select the date, select times ahead or down times, and you can generate and export your own TRB file. You don't need a NSB file loaded for this. This will just work separately. Okay, the next up is the garage. Now, this garage, as you can see here, this is owned cars. This is the cars. These are the cars that are in this current loaded NSB file. It's a test account, so there's not that many cars. You can see the tier, the name that is actually used in the car file, and ELCL and the ID of the car. We'll get to that in a later tutorial, but for now, it's just interesting to know that you can show a lot of cars, and this is the car database. So if you want to add new cars to your garage, all you have to do, well, let's see for the new update. This one was just rewarded, of course, the end of the season. So we'll end both. We add both of those. We have several different buttons here. We have a select all the cars in this view. We can clear the selection. We can simply push add the selected car. If we select two cars, it'll add two selected cars. There we go, the recycled and the purple star. And we can also say, well, we want any car in here that we don't already have. So we select this button and we say add missing cars. Well, all of these cars were already in the list, so it didn't add any cars. Now let's test that with slightly more a bigger collection. Let's add the entire Fast and Furious selection. We select all the cars in this list. It's 55 cars at the moment. See, they're all in here, and we just select add missing cars. You added 55 cars, and they're all in here. Now, what we can do, we can just export the NSB file. It'll pack it, and we put it in the game. Or, well, we might have to do some other things as well, because we both have the legend cars. I've already added the tokens in here, but you can see these are the exact amount of tokens that you need to restore all the cars. So you can either click it by car or click the top button and it'll add this entire selection to your NSB file. You can also, of course, add fusions. You can add them by brand. You can also add the entire selection that is available in the game at the moment. And what it will do is it will replace the current set that you have. See, if I have if I don't have any fusions or just a couple of the Alfa Romeos and I select this one, it'll add the entire batch, um, all colors, to your inventory. Now, the stage 6 is very similar. Um, of course, there are 7 stage 6 parts. Um, we have on our Discord server, we have a complete file, which is all the stage 6 parts. But you can also select them by car. First brand, then car. Yes, yes. And you can add them, and it has the same effect. It will replace the current set that is there. So if you have only half a set, it'll add the complete set of that particular car. And if you want every stage 6 of a brand, you can do that. You can click the stage 6, select all the cars in the current view, and just add them. Now, what I failed to mention in this view, you have in more views, you have a question mark. It'll show you what the icons mean. They all have a mouse over, but if you want to read it first, just click on the question mark. We have several other buttons here. They affect your current owned set of cars. So set elite cars to stock. That's not always necessary. If you know how to make elite TRBs, you can make those as well. Elite TRB engine is currently in testing phase, but it's already added, and once the tests have turned out positive, we will throw them live on the server. The other buttons, as you can see, max out a selected car. If someone wants this car maxed out, just click on the star. If it's an elite car that you want to upgrade because it's still a stock car, but you don't want the fusions in, just max out just the stage 6 parts. You can do that as well. There's also a possibility to reset a single car. Let's do that for the Mustang Cobra. Reset it. And just that car has been reset. Now these two will be the elite TRBs. So this, for instance, is a elite car. Right now it has no fusions, no elite tokens in it. So it stays grayed out. But the thing is, if you want to create a TRB file for just this car, that will be in the live website as soon as testing phase is done. And you can create a TRB file for all the cars that are fully max elite. Just click this button and it'll create you a elite TRB file. And that's basically the short version of the introduction to this website. So on behalf of LCN and me, the Red Bandit, um, I hope you stick around for more. We will be doing a Android demonstration video as well, where I can actually show you how to do the Android mods using the website, but also showing you the direct effect of the modifications that we do using LD Player 4 and BlueStacks Tweaker as a sort of um, bridge between the Android emulator and Windows. Um, yeah, so that's it. I've only just found a way to do the same for um, making an iOS demonstration, so that is on the agenda as well. All right, I hope you have a great evening and stay safe.